guys, it's Shannon, and today I'm going to be talking about what to put in a child's Christmas Eve box. So, a few days ago, maybe even a week ago, I made a video about what to put in an adult's Christmas Eve box. So now I'm going to do the child's one as I said I would. So, first things, this sounds pretty similar to the adult one, but there is some differences. I'm sorry, there was something in my eye. Right. So, first things first is a Christmas movie. Oh, it doesn't have to be a Christmas movie, but if you're doing it for a kid, generally you want a Christmas movie. So, it can be one that your kid absolutely, or whoever you're doing it for, absolutely loves. Or it can be a new one to them, or it can be one that their friend has suggested to them. Or whatever. It can just be any Christmas movie whatsoever, as long as it gets smiles on their faces, and that's all that matters. Right, so the next thing is pyjamas. You have to put pyjamas in a kid's Christmas Eve box. It means they have just that little special thing just to wear to bed the night before Christmas, and then they'll wake up, and if you do what I do, and they open their presents in them. I mean, obviously, my kids don't open their presents in their pyjamas because I don't have any kids. But I open my presents in my pyjamas. So the next thing is a blanket. Just a nice soft blanket that maybe they can wrap themselves up in. And if they're still pretty young, I mean, if they fall asleep on the sofa, then they're already wrapped up and you can just carry them to bed, put them into bed. But it means that they won't get cold, or they can feel nice and comfy, or, I mean, some kids like to feel like they've got their own space, so it could help with that as well. So the next thing, which might be a bad idea, is sweets. Now, it could be any sort of sweet really, but if you're going to be watching the movie just before bed, then I recommend something that's not going to make them really hyperactive, and only get a few sweets, because otherwise they're just going to be bouncing off the walls all night. So the next thing is a mug, a nice Christmas mug for them to have a nice cup of warm milk in, because I mean I always enjoyed having warm milk before I went to bed Christmas Eve, just to help me sleep. But the next thing also ties in is obviously hot chocolate. I don't think you can have a Christmas Eve box without a hot chocolate at all. Can't do it. No. So yeah, I mean, you can tailor it to obviously what your kid likes. I mean, if they like dark chocolate, which I know is rare for a child, but if they like dark chocolate, then you can get them a dark chocolate hot chocolate, or if they like milk chocolate, you can get them a milk chocolate hot chocolate. Or actually, one that I had a little while ago is a white chocolate hot chocolate, which is awesome, and I'm saying chocolate a lot, aren't I? I can hear it, and it's starting to sound weird to me. But it doesn't necessarily have to be just plain hot chocolate either. It can be flavoured, so you can get peppermint hot chocolates, or you can get cinnamon hot chocolates. I mean, I've seen those before. Or orange hot chocolate. Oh, I had a orange hot chocolate the other day, and it was amazing. Okay, so the next thing is popcorn. We'll have a bit of popcorn for watching a movie, so you could either get them just a little bag of popcorn just to sit and eat while they watch the movie, or you can buy the microwave bags and microwave it all. And what you could do with that is get the popcorn tubs. You can pick them up in like Poundland. So you could get the tubs, and then they have a tub of popcorn to eat while they're watching the movie. But you could also even do the like the Christmas popcorn that's all over Pinterest, where it's like red and green, and then there's sweets mixed in, so you could do that as well. So the other thing that I think would be a really good idea for especially younger kids, like toddlers, is a cuddly toy or a soft toy to take to bed with them. So it could be a Christmas related one, like a reindeer or a Santa Claus or anything like that. But it means they've got something to cuddle and just to snuggle into while they're while they go to sleep. I mean, I just think kids find that comforting. Every kid I've met always finds a cuddly toy comforting. So yeah, I thought that might be a good idea. So the next thing is new bed linen. New Christmas bed linen for Christmas Eve. How cool would that be? I mean, you could obviously like get them bed linen for the whole of December, or if you're like me, November too. But I've lost my train. Yeah, if you get them new fresh bed linen specifically for Christmas Eve, that would be really cool, because I think a lot of kids I think kids enjoy Christmas bedding because of how bright and colourful it is, and obviously it's like, oh yeah, it's Christmas, it's obviously Christmas. There's no getting away from it. So I think a lot of kids would actually really enjoy new bed linen. So the next thing is slippers. So what I recommend is light up slippers because they're awesome. Plain and simple, just they're awesome. And what kid doesn't like things that lights up? I mean, I'm not a kid and I still like things that lights up. Let's see how many times I can mess up that sentence. I'm not a kid and I still like things that light up. I mean, I have light up shoes and I have light up gloves where the fingertips light up. Hang on, they're here. They do flash, so just fair warning. If you're epileptic or anything like that, go on to the next, like, skip about 20 seconds, just to be on the safe side. Or they do this, or this, or this. No. So my cousin actually brought them for me recently. Hang on. Come on. Okay. It's not working. Oh well. My cousin brought them for me recently because I have flashing shoes. I got them last year. And she thought these would be awesome because I actually wear the flashing gear on my way to my work do. Because where I live in a small village and my work do is always up my local pub. So we walk there, we walk through the village and we look at all the Christmas lights that are on all the houses. So I join in and I pretend I'm a house. Yes, I'm crazy, you'll learn this. Yeah, so light up slippers are definitely recommended. I mean, you can get light up unicorns, or you could even get slippers with their favourite, superhero or animal, or their favourite Christmas character or whatever. Like, you can get so many different types of slippers now, it's ridiculous. So yes, any slippers just to keep their feet nice and toasty, or slipper socks or socks, just big fluffy socks, something fluffy to put on their feet. Because kids always get cold feet. That's what I've noticed. A lot of kids I know get cold feet. Okay, so the last thing, which I think is a really good idea, because what they could do, so it's Christmas scented bubble bath. So what you could do is they could go have a bath, get into their nice new pajamas, put their nice slippers on, and then they can go downstairs, watch a movie, and then climb into their new bedding and go to sleep for Santa to come and see them. Yeah, I'm sorry, my brain is not cooperating today. So yeah, a Christmas scented bubble bath or bath bomb, if that's what you choose to use. I mean, personally I use bath bombs all the time, and in particular Lush. I've never had a bad reaction. My sister-in-law, who's only 9, has used Lush bath bombs before and she's never had a reaction, and she's got quite sensitive skin, and so do I for that matter. So if you want to use a bath bomb, my recommendation is Lush, but you'll just have to try and see what your kid reacts to. So the last thing that I've actually just thought of would be a book. Just a nice storybook that you could read to them on Christmas Eve. So my parents always read to me and my sister. We always read The Night Before Christmas, just 'cause it's a classic. We had the pop-up version. And that was read to us every night before we went to sleep. Every Christmas Eve before we went to sleep. And we adored it, and we love that book even to this day. I mean, I have the original book somewhere, I can't find it. But yeah, so that is my ideas for a child's Christmas Eve box. Bearing in mind I'm going off what Mad Max siblings get and what my cousins have got in the past, because when I was a child, Christmas Eve boxes were not a thing, and I obviously don't have kids of my own. But yeah, so that's my ideas for that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up for me. If you're enjoying me and my content, hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you get notified every time I upload. If you have any video suggestions for me, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys through the screen. Merry Christmas, bye!